A marvel of craftsmanship and engineering in the palm of your hand. A true flagship killer, the Asus ZenFone 2. This one is the ZE551ML, so it has 4GB of RAM and 32GB of ROM. It's a high-end smartphone with a mid-range price. You can pick one up for around £200, which is around $300 US. So just before I start the review, just going to show here I've got two Asus ZenFone 2, one I was obviously giving away, but the winner of Football Highlights Now chose the Sony Xperia Z2, so I'm still thinking of giving this away, depending on how many comments and likes I get on this video. So do comment and like this video if you want me to do a giveaway, and I will give the other ZenFone 2 away. This is the Chinese model I'm giving away, and the one I'm reviewing today is the Taiwan model. So here it is, the Taiwan model of the ZenFone 2, and today we're going to review it. So here's the phone, let me just give you a quick overview of it. What I love about this phone is that the bezel, which is the screen and the bezel, really like blend together. So you've got a 5.5 inch 1920 by 1080p screen resolution. But I've got fingerprint like magnet screen right now, so the screen protector is actually really fingerprint magnet. So I can try and focus on the top here. We have the sensors, the speaker, and the 5 megapixel front camera, and the camera is actually pretty good. So on the bottom here we've got the back home and the recent apps button. Now these don't light up, which is a big letdown, but I guess you can get used to it after a while. And we've also got the bottom thing, which most Zen phones have. It's like a style that Asus use. So on the bottom there we've got the micro USB charging plus data transfer cable and the microphone. On the side we have nothing, and on the other side we have nothing as well. Just that little clip there at the bottom, so you can open the back, put in your SIM card and your micro SD card. We've got another microphone on the top, got the power on, power off, unlock and lock button, and also a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the back we've got this lovely design on the back here, like a brushed metal finished. The colour is like a gunmetal grey, and it's also quite grippy. Like the phone does feel like high quality. We've got dual LED flash, as you can see one's orange, one's yellow. Got 13 megapixel back camera, and we've got the volume up and volume down button, and the Asus logo, Intel inside, and ZenFone. We've also got the speaker grill at the bottom. Now the micro SD card this can take is up to 64 GB. Let me just turn the brightness up of the phone. And this phone was released in 2015 January. Well, it was revealed and it was released in 2015 of March. And it also got the Design Award for 2015. It's a pretty speedy phone. It has got 4GB of RAM, and it's also got the Intel Atom Z3560 1.8 GHz quad-core processor. If you want the higher one, you will go for the 64 GB version. So let's go ahead and do an Antutu test here. So I'm just going to pause the video and we'll go ahead and do an Antutu benchmark test. Okay guys, so we're back. Let's go ahead and look at the score. Obviously the score's going to be a little bit lower as this is my own phone and I'm using it. I've got loads of stuff on there, so it probably would get a higher score than this. So it's 41,702. You can pause the video if you want to see all the other scores. but if it was brand new it'd get a higher score, as I am using the phone. I've got loads of stuff on there. So let's go ahead and let's play a song on here. As you can see, it is really loud from the speaker at the back. And when I hold the phone, I do cover the speaker a little bit, but it doesn't make much of a difference, and my fingers go straight on the volume buttons, so it's the perfect position for me, and it's just really easy to use the volume buttons. So you can see sound quality is pretty nice. So let me just go through the phone here. On the dimensions, it's 152.5 by 77.2 and 10.9 millimeters. So that's 10.9 millimeters thickness from the center, of course. On the sides it's very thin. So you can see the front camera is 5 megapixels. It is really nice front camera. And the back camera is 13 megapixels. Let's go ahead and take a picture. It's touch to focus and it's also autofocus. This phone weighs 170 grams and it's also dual SIM, dual standby. So let's look at what facilities I've got. Auto, manual, HDR, beautification, super resolution. Got low light mode there, 3 megapixels. Night, depth of field, effect. Got selfie mode, got GIF animation, basically making a GIF image, panorama, miniature, time rewind, panosphere, makes you like a 360 panorama. Got smart remove, which basically removes someone from an image, all smiles, slow motion, and of course the last one is time lapse. Slow motion was a new feature which was added recently. So that's basically the camera. It's got a really nice low light camera, and it can take pictures in black night because of the dual flash. Let's go ahead and test out some games here. We're going to play some Crossy Road. This is a 2D game, so it will run very, very smooth on here, so let's just play it anyway. The CPU on here is quite powerful. It is obviously 4 gigabytes of RAM, Intel Atom Z3560, and a quad core 1.8 gigahertz. If you go for the 64 GB version, this is 32 GB, you will get the world's most powerful CPU, the Intel Atom Z3580, with a quad core 2.3 gigahertz. So let's go ahead and play Minecraft, which is a 3D game, and even then it runs really smooth. So playing a game like GTA San Andreas or Modern Combat 5 would run really smooth. Again, the only letdown on this phone is the 3000 mAh battery, which just lasts like just over half a day, which isn't that great, but I guess after all it is running 4 gigabytes of RAM and a really powerful CPU. But I don't know, a lot of people are complaining about the battery, but I don't know, maybe it's just my one or just their one, but my one's not too bad. I can deal with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and download an app. It's called Soundbox Sensor Box, and you can just test a bunch of sensors and on this phone. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so this is the app here, Sensor Box. Just downloaded it. Go ahead and open it up and check how many sensors we got on here and which ones work and which ones don't. So we've got the accelerometer, light sensor, orientation sensor, proximity sensor, temperature sensor, which it doesn't have, gyroscope sensor, sound sensor, magnetic sensor, and a pressure sensor. Again, it doesn't have a pressure sensor. but it's got pretty much the main sensor. So this is the accelerometer. Let's test it out. It's working fine. With the light sensor, if we cover the sensors on the top, it will dim. If we let go of it, it will light up. So that's working fine. We've got the orientation sensor, which is also working fine. Got the proximity sensor, which again is like a light sensor, and it works from about a distance of 5 centimeters, which is actually really good. Most sensors work from 2 to 3 centimeters distance, so this is working at 5. So it's quite a powerful sensor Asus have put in here. As you can see, 5 centimeters. Here's the gyroscope sensor. You can see the square moving as we move the phone. Got the sound sensor, decibels, measures how high the decibels are. We've got the magnetic sensor, and I haven't got anything magnetic here to test it with, but I'm sure it would work anyway. So that's pretty much the phone. I haven't had any problems with this phone. I would give it an overall score of 9 out of 10, because you really can't complain with the price. I don't understand why most people complain about this phone and the battery, but when you look at the price, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's something you can deal with. The battery isn't too bad. It lasts just over half a day, and that's enough for me. And that's me heavy using. I'll play loads of games and stuff. So yeah, this is a great phone. Also, please do like, comment and subscribe. Comment down below so I know, and like the video so I know to do the giveaway.